Have you ever wondered how much a country spends per person? Today, we are going to dive deep into Africa's budget. We are going to see the top countries with the biggest national budget, but we are going to consider per person. Why per person? Because a country like Nigeria has 200 million people. 200 million people living in that same country. You can't compare that country with another one that has smaller population but with the same budget. All right, now let's start from an interesting one. Nigeria is often called Africa's economic giant, now with the highest GDP and very high population. Now Nigeria has an estimated budget of 36.7 billion US dollars. Now with this 36.7 US dollars billion, it is just estimated to around 159 US dollars per person. This is what the government expects to spend on its people. 159 US dollars per person in Nigeria for 230 million people. Next up, we have South Africa. South Africa is a very developed country, a very developing country, a very diverse country. Now, South Africa has a projected budget of 141 billion US dollars, 141 billion. Now, with a population of 60 million people, that means there will be $2,357 per person. 2,000. You can already see the difference. Nigeria has 230 million people. The budget is 36.7. The budget is 36.7. You can already see the difference. Now, with this high figure for South Africa, there will be development, social welfare, and a very broad tax base for the country that ensures peace and easy development. Now, get ready. We move to North Africa. North Africa, we get and land on Algeria. Algeria has an estimated budget of 126 billion US dollars. Algeria only has 46 million people. 46 million. 126 billion US dollars. That ensures $2,739 per person. Read between the lines. Now, this is mostly supported by oil and gas, that we know. But as we go on, you are going to be spotting very huge differences. Now, another North African giant, we land on Egypt. Egypt has a significant budget, but the problem is balancing the rapidly growing population. You know, Egypt has 115 people, 115 million people living in that country. And for that population, they have an estimated budget of 91 billion US dollars. That ensures around 790 US dollars per person. The population is the challenge for Egypt, balancing the rapidly growing, you understand? Yes. Now, balancing that with the budget, they have a significant budget, but now balancing it with the growing population is the problem. Okay? Kudos to the North Africans. Now, we move on to the AFCON hosts. Yes, the hosts of AFCON. I am sorry for the loss, by the way, but they have 71 billion US dollars budget and over 30 million people living in that country. That ensures $1,000 per person. This is a balanced budget for a nation, and that is ensuring very good development for the North Africans. Now, we move to Angola. Angola has a population of 37 million people living in that nation, and they have a budget of 37 billion US dollars. Angola is dependent on its oil reserves. Yes, that's what we know. And why don't they just give each one $1 billion? Take care of yourself. Now, we move to the capital of Africa, the kings of social media, the people who support the outsiders than their own. We go to Kenya. Kenya has an approximated population of about 60 million people. Yes, 56 million people live in Kenya. And the budget is 33 billion US dollars. 33 billion. This means only $580 per person. Yes, do the math. 580 per person. Now, what does this tell us? From the highest per person budgets like Algeria, over 2,700 per person, down to Nigeria, $159. These are not just statistics. These are figures telling us how the government is taking care of its people. The healthcare, education, infrastructure, and even easy life. And mark you, these are the top spenders of Africa. We have over 50 countries in this continent. Now, think about the least budgeted country. How much do they have per person? If these are the top spenders, how much does the least have per person? Think about that.